Well, hello and welcome to Schools Winning Grants, the show dedicated to helping schools and districts and educational institutions to win more grants. Yes, I'm excited to have you, and I'm excited about this show today because I'm going to be sharing with you why should we have a Schools Winning Grants show? That's what I'm going to be talking to you about. I'm going to be sharing with you more information about the show that's coming, because this is not even the show yet. I know it seems like it's a show, but we're actually just giving you a bonus until the show actually starts. How does that for you? I'm going to be sharing a little bit more information about me so that you get a chance to know me a little bit better. And I'm going to be sharing with you more about why we're doing the show and why you should be tuning in each and every time we do the show. And I'm going to be sharing with you some other tips and resources to help you so that you can begin to win in this whole world of grants. It's the coolest thing to get funded, right? Let me say it like this. It's no fun not getting funded. And so I'm going to help you to have some fun in your life. If life is boring, if life is dry, well, you've tuned into the right place to help you to learn how to turn things around. So I want you to sit back and relax. And I'm just going to share with you for a few minutes today why are we even doing this show? Yes, that's what I'm going to share with you. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me to learn a little bit more about the show. The Schools Winning Grant Show is all about school. It's all about educators. It's all about doing the right thing to make our communities better so that we can serve our children and our youth and bring more resources to your school, to your community, so that more good can be done. That's what this show is about. And I want to share with you one thing that you don't know about me to help you get a chance to know a little bit about me as it relates to school. Now, I grew up in the city of Dallas. Yes, Dallas, Texas. And in Dallas, I went to a school called Harold Budd Elementary School. And one of my favorite teachers was a teacher by the name of Miss Golightly. What a special lady. She didn't go lightly, I'll tell you that. Now, she was a rather heavy-set woman, and she didn't take no mess. But I love that lady because she poured so much into our lives and made such a tremendous difference. I wouldn't be the man that I am today had it not been for Miss Golightly and Harold Budd and that school and all the good things that they did. So I want to just give them a round of applause today. And in addition to that, I want to say thank all of you who are educators today, because it's what you do that shapes and makes our society what it is. So give yourselves a hand clap on the day and just know that I'm cheering for you. Now, why this show, Rodney? Well, I want to share with you why, because before you just dive into a show and decide whether or not you want to continue to listen, it's important to know the why. And my why behind this show really kind of boils down to a few things. It really centers on how can we help those who are trying to shape the lives of our children to do a more effective job. And one way is to help bring more resources. Yes, resources, money, M-O-N-E-Y. Have you ever tried to do something without the resources, without the money? I have. I've done it both without the money. And yes, it does cause you to be more creative when you do it without the money. But I can tell you this, it's a whole lot more fun when you have the funds to do what you want to do. And so this show is dedicated to helping schools to bring in more funds so that you have more fun in helping to educate those that you're working with. Education does not have to be boring, but it becomes boring when we don't use that creativity. And this show is going to help you to know what's kind of happening in the world as it relates to grants and how your school can begin to dial into it. So if you want to know the why, well, it's really simple. It's because I care about educators. It's because I care about our schools. It's because I care about you. And I'm going to share some insight with you, some things that you may not know. And I'm also going to be keeping you abreast of what's happening in the world as it relates to school grants. Isn't that great? Yes, I know it is. So make sure that you tune in. The show is going to be starting really, really soon. But for now, just know that I'm going to be sharing some information just to kind of help us get a chance to know each other. Now, here's a couple of things I want you to be aware of. I'm going to give you some bonuses on the onset just to kind of get us going. And then after I get through giving some of these bonuses to you, and when I say bonuses, I mean like extra shows. These are not, the show hasn't even officially launched yet. We're going to launch really soon. But in the meantime, just take a listen to some of the other short podcasts that I have for you right now and dial into what's being said. And if this resonates with you at all, here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. I'm going to encourage you to subscribe. Our show is listed on Apple Music as well as on Google Podcasts, as well as on, it's going to be on YouTube as well. So we'll be everywhere. So Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the little chime button if you're doing YouTube, and subscribe to those various channels. And anytime an episode is dropped, you'll be the first to know. Now, my game plan is to have it set where we do this show at least once a week. But who knows? I may drop a bonus on you that you're not expecting. So make sure that you subscribe. Another place that you can listen to the show is simply go to our Grant Central USA website, or simply go over to Schools Winning Grants, and somewhere on that page you will find a link that will point you to the show. I'm excited about you. I hope you're excited, and I hope that you'll stay tuned and share this with your friends. Let them know that, hey, there's a new show just for us to help us bring more funds to our schools. With that being said, my friend, I want to encourage you to be brave, be bold, be brilliant, and take charge. And I'll see you real soon. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.